Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Very, very hearty welcome to Mahabodhi Society, Bengaluru, in Mahabodhi Lokashanti Buddha Vihara. Now, we are going to start the Buddha Puja. Today, we are going to dedicate the Buddha Puja in memory of Dr. Siddhalingaya. Dr. Siddhalingaya. Today, Sangadana is offered for the Punyanumodana in the name of Dr. Poet Siddhalingayaji by Upasika Rama, daughter Manasa, son Gautam, and uncle D. Shiva Shankar and family. And yeah, this is offered in the name of Siddhalingayaji. And today we are also offering puja in the name of 4 monks, Dhamma monks from Mahabodhi Society. They have left to KGF to establish a new Mahabodhi Vihara there. So may that be successful. And today there is another event, that is Upasika Dorje Palmo's birthday, wife of our Upasaka Jyoti. So they are also offering Sangadana. May all the merits come to all the family members, Jyoti, Palmo, Sumedo, and all the members. May they be happy. And we also do puja for the well-being and happiness of all the people who are suffering from COVID and other problems. May they come out of this suffering. So ಈಗ ನಾವು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸಿದ್ಧಲಿಂಗಯ್ಯ ಅವರ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ ಪುಣ್ಯಾನುಮೋದನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಇವತ್ತಿದೆ. ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬದವರು ಸಂಘದಾನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಪುಣ್ಯಾನುಮೋದನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಮತ್ತು ಪಾಲ್ಮೋ ಅವರ ಹುಟ್ಟುಹಬ್ಬ ಅವರ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ, ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ 4 ಜನ ಭಂತೇಜಿಗಳು ಧಮ್ಮದೂತದ ಕೆಲಸದ ಮೇರೆಗೆ KGF ಬುದ್ಧ ವಿಹಾರವನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಡೀಲಿ ಅಂತ ಈಗ ಬುದ್ಧ ಪೂಜೆಯನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮಾಡೋಣ.
आप बोलेगा करते बोलेगा पूजा बोलिए ना डिस्कोर्स और तो नहीं मिलेगा मिडिल में और साइड और माइक है अभी रुको नमस्कार करें अभी जो पंचशील का समय अरहं सम्मा सम्बुद्धो भगवा बुद्धं भगवन्तं अभिवादे स्वाखादो भगवता धम्मो धम्मं नमामि सुपटिपन्नो भगवतो सावक संघो संघं नमः नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो तस्स नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्बुद्धस्स नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्स इतिपिस भगवारहं सम्मा सम्बुद्धो विद्याचरण सम्पन्नो सुगतो लोकविदो अनुत्तरो पुरुषधम्मसारथि सार्थादेव मनुष्याणां बुद्धो भगवते नमो दास सम्मा स्वाये च बुद्धादेता च अनागतो पचोपन्नाजय बुद्धा पदा मिसापदानाते मे शरणगन्या बुद्धो मे शरणपरायणेन जबाजेना होतु ते जय मङ्गलं उत्तमं वन्दे पादपंसु वरोत्तमं बुद्धेय खलितो दोषो बुद्धो कमतु तं मम बुद्धं यावनिर्वाणपर्यन्तं स्वाखातो भगवता धम्मो सान्दिटिको कालिको यहि पास्तिको पनैको पश्चात्तं वेदिता विन्यायेने नमो कनियानिकास धम्मसाये च धम्म अतेदाचाये च धम्मानागता पाचोपन्ना जय धम्मायहं वन्दामि सापदानाथे मे शरणगत्य Dhamma me saranam varanye tena sachavajena bhatu te jaya mangalam uttamangena vandeha Dhammancha devedam varandam neya khalida daso dhamma Amang yavani mana pariyantam saranam Supadipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Supadipanno Nyaya patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Samicche patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Yadidakata Ripure sayogani Hatapure sapakalaye Bhagavato savaka sangho Bahunaya Bahunaya Dakinaya Anjali Karaniya Anuttaram Punyaketam Lokasade Dhamma Sartariya Bhagala Mahasanghasaye Sangha Adedācāye ca saṅghānāgata pācupāna caye saṅghāyāṅ mantāmi sāpadānāte me saranāganya saṅghā me saranāṅ varaṅ tena sācavajena hodute jaya mangalam uttamangena vandeham sanghāca devedottama sanghaya khalida daso sangho dhamadudamma sangha yavani vana pariyantam saranam Evaṁ buddhaṁ saranam Vācāṁ vedatam varo nahe sati ganasara padetena devena dhamadham sena delokadeva sambuddha Pujayami dhamanudanganda sambharayotena rupe naham sugandena pujaye pujaneyanta pujava Angeta Gosoma Santati Pujayami Munita Sasiri Bada Saruruhe Pujayami Buddham Gosomena Nena Ena Chahotamakam Gopam Mela Yati Yatayena Mekaya Tataya Devena Savavam Terodha Sama Patida Udaya Dvani Sena Samiya Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa imena devena dhovena bhuvena bhujami 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 imam devado bhabhuja dinama sakala sambuddhanam paccheka buddhanam Bhagavāsavakanam Mahāsavakanam Arahata Nang Bhagati Sela sa Ganobhatako Ami Mani Mani Vani Napisovanam Gandhe Napisogandham Santane Napisosantana Kepameva Dopanam Dokandha Dosantana Papurisate Evameva Karani cha sabbe sankhara dukkha sabbe dhamma anattati maya dhammano dhamma patipattiya buddhangu maya dhammano dhamma patipattiya dhammangu Maya dhammano dhamma padipa Sabadhane supadhete dansare rigadhadu mahabodhi bodharupansaka Yasamole nisenava Mahabodhi loganadena pujita Vede namasami bodhiraj Namo dasa bhagavato arahato dhamma sambuddhassa vipate vadivahaya sabba sampati settaya sabba dukkha vinasaya sabbavaya vinasaya sabba roga vinasaya bhavede Ayukadayaka Babaloka Hidataya Parita Tangvaramahe Evadasa Dhamma Munirajasa Sunanto Sagamokada Dhamma Savana Kalo Ayang Vadanta Dhamma Savana Kalo Ayang Vadanta Dhamma Savana Kalo Ayang Vadanta Parita Savana Kalo Ayang Vadanta Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Dhamma Karaniya Mata Kusalena Yantam Sandam Padang Gavita Mecha Sakoyo Cha Sojo Cha Sojo Cha Samodo Nadimani Santo Santo Cha Sovaro Cha Yamage Cha Cha Sala Kamate Sante Treya Chani Bhaka Chaya Bhaka Bhakule Sonanugena Najakata Samachare Kenche Nabenya Pareya Pavareya Sakhinava Eminantam Varavaya Navase Sane Gavaya Mahantava Majimara Sakana Kadhola Detavaya Vadeta ye chadore vasante avedore bhodama sambhave deva sabbe Ata bhavanta sakedata naparo paraniko betha Nyati manye sakata jinanganche bharosana padigasanya Nanya manya sadokame chaya madaya thaniya kata Ayasaya kabota manorake apisa bhavate swa manasam bhavaye aparimana metancha sabhalokasme manasam bhavaye aparimana modha Asangvalang kaverang asabatang etan charani senah sayano vayavana sabigadamita eda sadegadeteya brahmameta Dasanena sampano kame savinayagena nahi jatu agapaseya kunare doka Dokha bhaya padajani bhaya soka padajani soka Panta sape vimanino etena chavajena sotene anta sapana etena sachavajena Sabadokha vinasado etena sachavajena Sababhaya vinasado etena sachavajena Vabaranga vinasado etena sachavajena Vadure jayama Alangedena sachavajena Padute radena dayam saberiya Sado mate avatu antaraya Ayoko bhava bhavatu sabhamangala Samabodhanubhavena sada sote bhavantu de bhavadu sabhamangala rakhantu sabadevata sabdhamma nubhavena sada sote bhavantu de bhavadu sabhamangala Rakanta sabadevata sabbasankhanubhavena Sarasote bhavantu dena khataya kabodana Pavaganivarana paritasanubhavena Antu Devam Lena Sasa Sampate Tujabe Kavadolo Koja Bhaja Bhavatu Dhammika Yando Nimeta Avamangalanchayo Shamana Sakuna Sabado Babado Dano bhave navina samento nime navamantarancha yoshamana pasakuna sasado baba gado samina nakandamanu bhave Navina samento yango nimitang Chayo chamana posakuna sasato Baba kahana samina nakata samhanu bhave navina samento Akasatha cha bhumatha devanagamaheka punyantang anumodetva chirarakanto sasananaka Satha cha bhumatha devanagamaheka punyantang Anumodenva cherarakanto desanangaka sattha cha bhumata devanagamahedeka punyanta Anumodenva cherarakanto mamparangetavatā ca ammehe Sampadang sabbe devanumodanto sabba sampati siddhya eta vata ca ammehi sampadang Sampadang sabbe bhudanumodanto sabba sampati siddhya etavata ca ammehi sampadang sabbe sattanumodanto sabba sampati siddhya nibbana sampati siddhya Vedano nyatina hodo suketa hondo nyadayo Vedano nyatina hodo suketa hondo nyadayo Vedano nyatina hodo suketa hondo nyadayo Sabbe Buddha Valapata Pache Kana Jayang Valang Arhantarancha Deje Narakang Nami Sabbaso Sabbe Dhamma Ariya Sajana Jayang Maladhammadaka Sadeje Naraka Vanami Sabbaso Sabbe Sangha Valapata Vimata Ganchayang Malang Sasana Sadeje Narakang Vanami Sabbaso Kayena vacha cetena pamade Maya katang acayang kamame vande vare vanya tathagata kayena vacha cetena pamade Maya katang acayang Kamame Dhamma Sande Teka Kalika Kaye Navaja Jete Navamade Namaya Katang Kamame Sangha Punya Ketang Anuttara Emena Panyagamena Mame Valasamagama Satang Samagamahadu Yavanibanavatya Elang Me Panyagama Asavakayang Vahangada Sapadukhang Pamachado Nibbana Sabachaya Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu
slide होके गिरेगा तो नहीं Namo Buddhaya. First of all, I pay homage to the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, the three Ratna. I pay homage to our most respected Bada Bhanteji, Pujya Acharya Buddharakita Mahathera. I pay homage at the holy feet of Kassapa Bhanteji, the chief of Mahabodhi Monastery and president of Mahabodhi Society. I pay homage at the holy feet of the Sangha here and all. I welcome very heartily all the venerable monks and Upasakas and Upasikas. Today, the family of Dr. Siddhalingayaji have come here. Just now we offered puja in the name of Dr. Siddhalingayaji. May all the merits that have come, may it help Dr. Siddhalingayaji to get very good birth and happiness and further onward progress on the path of enlightenment. So that is the first part we have finished. And today, today's Sunday program is also specially dedicated to our Sugatananda Bhanteji. Tomorrow he is going to Hyderabad to take over as the in-charge director of our Mahabodhi Buddha Vihara in Hyderabad. He was supposed to go earlier, but because of COVID, it has been postponed for a few months. Tomorrow he is going there, and our Buddha Pala Bhanteji, from there he will come here. So may this puja, what we have offered, is also for him. May his mission there be successful. Today he is going to give the Dhamma discourse. The next program is, as this is the occasion of doing lot of merits, lot of punya, lot of kusala, wholesome. Now it is time for you to take Trisarana and Panchashila. Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha are the three saranas where we take refuge, because Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha are our guide and our protection, our goal, our path. Not small worldly achievements, not just small worldly achievements, of course, all prosperity, health, long life, all these things will be there. But along with that, most important is wisdom, enlightenment, and compassion, perfection. So that development, that progress is possible when you go to the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha for refuge. Otherwise, that ultimate goal is not possible. And as it is said in Mahasamaya Sutta, Ekechi Buddhang Saranangatase. Those who take refuge in the Buddha, they will not go to apayang, lower worlds, like animal word, bird word, preta word, asura word, naraka word, and this word and that word. Those who take refuge in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, their progress is always on higher levels in Sugati and up to Nibbana. So with this understanding, now take the Trisarana and Panchashila. I request Venerable Buddha Datta Bhanteji to administer Trisarana and Panchashila.
Our Upasakas, can you ask for the precepts? Yeah. And those who are online, please make a request for the Sila. Yamahang vadami tang vadetha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Isaranagamanaṃ paripunnaṃ Panatipata veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Adinādānaṃ veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Kāmesu miccācārā veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Musāvādā veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Surameraya majja pamadatthana veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Tisaranena saddhiṃ panchasīlaṃ dhammang sadhukang surakkhitāṃ katva appamadena sampadetha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
ये आवाज आ रहा है, देखो इसको कौन सा लाइट है जिसका कारण से ये आवाज आ रहा है ना, इसको ऑफ करो. ಈಗ ತ್ರಿಸರಣ ಪಂಚಶೀಲ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಭಗವಾನ್ ಬುದ್ಧರ ಸನ್ನಿಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ತ್ರಿಸರಣ ಪಂಚಶೀಲ ಇಂಥ ಸುಂದರವಾದ ಮಾರ್ಗವನ್ನ ಅನುಸರಿಸುವುದು ಅದು ಒಂದು ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಭಾಗ್ಯ. ಇವತ್ತು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸಿದ್ಧಲಿಂಗಯ್ಯ ಅವರ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಕರ್ಮಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ಈಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತು ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಪುಣ್ಯಾನುಮೋದನ ಆ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಈಗ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡೋಣ. Now we will meditate. Please sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Smile, feel relaxed. Remember the Supreme Buddha. Mentally pay salutations. Kicho Manusapati Labho. The Supreme Buddha has said, the human birth is very rare. And I have got this human birth. Kichang Machana Jivitang. Once we are born as human being, to grow healthy in the body, healthy in the mind is also rare. Good mind, good body. We all have got that. Enough good health and good mind. At least that much of wisdom, understanding, faith to take refuge in the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. Strengthen it further. Kichang Sadhamma Savanang. To listen, to hear to the teachings of the Buddha is even more rare. Millions and millions of people, they don't get the Dhamma. Millions of people, even if they get Dhamma, they don't take it because they don't have the capacity to accept, to understand, to experience, and to realize. At least we are all on this path. We are faithfully hearing the Dhamma, the teachings of the Buddha, and trying to practice and experience. That's a rare thing that we have got. Kicho Buddhanang Upado. The rising of the supremely enlightened Buddhas is very, very rare. Once in thousands and thousands and millions of years, the event of the arising of the supremely enlightened Samma Sambuddha happens. We are fortunate that we are born in the time of the Supreme Buddha's arising, the Supreme Buddha's Shasana. 5,000 years, the Buddha Shasana will be here on this earth. Already 2,500 years have gone. Some more time is left. But in this life, we are fortunate that we have come across the supremely enlightened Buddha, which is uncertain. If we are not careful, we may miss it. Even now, in this very life, if you neglect, in this very life, you will miss it. What to talk of in the next lives? That's why you have taken Tisarana. I go to the Buddha. again and again, strengthen that. Make your mind powerful enough not to slip away from this noble path of developing Shila, Samadhi, and Panya. If you find anything better than this, okay, it is worth to go. But there is nothing better. What more you want other than happiness here and now? Peace here and now. Freedom of the mind here and now. Shila, Samadhi, and Panya gives, that path gives us everything here and now. What more you want other than the progress and not to regress? Every step on the path of Dhamma leads you to become more better human being, wise human being, and compassionate human being. What more you expect other than wisdom, which can destroy all the mental defilements, all the negativities of the mind? Oh, such is the noble path, the Saddhamma that the Supreme Buddha has given. Having got this, it is absolutely foolishness if we just miss it or throw away. We are the losers. The supremely enlightened Buddha is the discoverer of the Four Noble Truths. The ultimate truths, if you realize, you will also become enlightened. You will also become noble person. That's why they are called noble truths. If you understand any other things, they will not make you noble person. Whereas these Four Noble Truths, they make you noble person. That's why they are noble truths. Smile and feel joyful that we are blessed by these Four Noble Truths. Compassionate Buddha has given us. No amount of gratitude and thankfulness is enough. If we just understand a little bit of these Four Noble Truths the Buddha has given for such great, compassionate Dhamma, Dhamma Dana. The Buddha has done Dhamma Dana to this entire universe. So make your refuge strong in the supremely enlightened Buddha, in this path of Dhamma, Shila, Samadhi, Panya, Dhamma, and countless human beings, countless devatas, countless beings in the universe have realized these Four Noble Truths. What an excellent phenomenon. The phenomenon of transforming the mind. Once for all, to the ultimate good things, best of best, happiness, freedom, enlightenment. Such Sangha exists. So we are blessed by that. So Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Visualize the Buddha, the supremely enlightened one who has discovered the Four Noble Truths, and one who has taught them how others can realize, experience. The Dhamma, complete Dhamma, perfect Dhamma. Everyone can individually experience just if you develop little wisdom. And the Sangha, the noble Sangha, exemplars of enlightenment, guides. Aren't we blessed if we have this Tisarana? What more you want? Just ask yourself. Everything is there. This Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha Tisarana leads you to good health, long life, happiness, strength, prosperity, immense wealth, very good relations. It brings everything in life. Then Kalyana Mitras, that means very good teachers, guides to grow on the path of enlightenment, wisdom, compassion. So with full of saddha, faith, based on understanding, this clear understanding, mentally say Buddhang Saranang Gacchami, Dhammang Saranang Gacchami, Sanghang Saranang Gacchami. Just visualize your smiling face, smile. Your heart is open. When you establish yourself on the refuges of Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, your metta becomes more and more perfect towards yourself. When you say, may I be happy, it will lead. This Trisarana will lead to higher happiness. May I be peaceful and happy. Wish yourself deeply. Visualize smiling face, smile. May I grow in wisdom. May I grow in understanding of realities of life. May all of us sitting here be peaceful and happy. Spread your metta, loving kindness. May all people in our city be peaceful and happy. Spread your loving kindness to one and all. May all people in our country be peaceful and happy. May all people get the Trisarana, the wisdom. May all be happy. Any religion, any caste, any color, any language, any country, all these are meaningless. My loving kindness touches everybody equally. May all people on this earth be peaceful and happy. Cover this earth, touching everybody in all countries, all kinds of people, all religious people, all country people, good people, bad people, healthy people, wealthy people, sick people, poor people, without any discrimination. Make your love universal love, pure love, touching everybody. May all beings be happy. Human beings, animals, devas, brahmas, in the whole universe. We don't know what all kinds of beings exist. May all beings in the universe be peaceful and happy and be liberated from all sufferings and experience Nibbana. Bhavatu Sabba Mangalang Rakhantu Sabba Devata Sabba Buddhanubhavena Sabba Dhammanubhavena Sabba Sanghanubhavena Sada Sote Bhavantu Te. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So we have done this meditation, so wonderful meditation. Now I request today our Sugatananda Bhanteji. Sugatananda Bhanteji is here since around 11 years. Tomorrow he will be going to Hyderabad and he will continue the same program, Dhamma program. In Hyderabad also we have such beautiful vihara on the hill. It is called Mahendra Hills, one of the most beautiful spots of Hyderabad. If you visit, please do visit there. And we have almost similar programs, discourses, meditation, puja every day, and students programs and visitings and all the Dhamma programs, including Telugu translation of Tripitaka and publication of books. So all these wonderful things are there. So Bhanteji will be going to conduct them. So we will hear Bhanteji today's discourse.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Triple Gem. Homage to our most respected Venerable Bada Bhanteji. Homage to Kasaba Bhanteji and all the Bhikkhu Sangha. And welcome to all the lay devotees here and also lay devotees who are listening online. Sorry for the inconvenience. So today I'll be discussing about the sutta called Anuruddha Mahabhidakka Sutta. It is also called generally the Atta Mahapurisa Vitakka. 8 thoughts of a great person. 8 types of thoughts of a great person. Maybe you have heard earlier. So the thing is, this sutta was with regard to Venerable Anuruddha, who was the first cousin of Lord Buddha, his uncle's son, who became a monk later, and then he became a great arahant, great enlightened person. He was foremost of all Lord Buddha's disciples with the power of divine eye, Dibbachakhu, to be able to see in all these thousands of world systems, whatever happening, whatever beings are doing amongst the humans, amongst the lower beings, amongst the higher beings, in all kinds of world systems, he was possessed with the power of divine eye. So anywhere what is happening, sometimes they used to ask Bhante Anuruddha and he will tell. So he had this special power, and he was one of the great disciples of Lord Buddha, Venerable Anuruddha. He had the blessings in the past. He offered great dana to Pacheka Buddha. So by the power of that merit, so whatever he wished to get in his life, whatever he wished, that was fulfilled. It so happened there was this incident one time. His mother, since he was a prince, his mother cooked some delicious things and it got over. Then he sent his servant. He was still a boy, a little boy, playing with his friends. He sent a servant to his mother and asked, "Mother, send me some more of this thing." And his mother said, "No, not available, nati." In Pali, nati means no, not there. So the servant came and empty bowl and said, "There is nothing." Your mother said, "Nothing." But before that could happen, the Devas saw, he had so much of merit, the Devas saw that he had the blessings of Pacheka Buddha. So whatever he wished, it is not possible that he will not get such merits he possessed. So Devas only brought their own delicious food and put in that bowl. So when he opened the bowl, he said, "Oh, this is so wonderful. My mother never cooked such delicious food earlier." So, but that was not by humans, it was given by Devas. Such great merits Venerable Bhante Anuruddha possessed. He was the first cousin, uncle, son of Lord Buddha. So, this is with regard to Lord Bhante Anuruddha. That time, Bhante Anuruddha was staying in the land of Chetis in the eastern bamboo park. He was still a practicing monk before his enlightenment, this particular discourse. And then he was contemplating. Of course, he was meditating and sincerely and practicing. And then he contemplated. This teaching, the Dhamma, basically he was contemplating about the Dhamma. This teaching is for the few wishes, not those of many wishes. I will explain, but beginning I'm telling. And it is for those who are contented, not those who lack contentment. It is for those who are secluded and those who not for those who enjoy company. It is for those energetic and not lazy. It is for those who are mindful and not unmindful. It is for those who are with immersion, samadhi, and not without immersion, who do not develop the samadhi, practice meditation. It is for those who are wise and not unwise. So these 7 types of thoughts arose in his mind. These 7 types of thoughts arose in the mind of Venerable Anuruddha. And then Lord Buddha was staying at that time at Besakala forest in the land of Bhaggas. It's a different place basically. This is Cheti, one kingdom, and Bhagga is another place. So he was staying in a faraway land, Lord Buddha. And then when he was staying there, he saw that, oh, Anuruddha, he is now staying at so-and-so with his divine eye, Lord Buddha, with his divine eye. He saw Anuruddha is staying at so-and-so place and he's thinking such thoughts. And then he thought, oh, okay, I need to guide him a little more. He has thought correctly, but I need to guide him a little more. So what he did, he disappeared from where he was staying at the land of the Besakala forest where he was staying, Lord Buddha, and by his mind-made body, he appeared before Venerable Anuruddha. And then he sat down on the seat and then he said to Venerable Anuruddha, it is good, Anuruddha, good that you have thought these thoughts. This is correctly, you are thinking correctly. This teaching is for those who have few wishes, not many wishes, for those who are contented, not lacking contentment, and those who are secluded and not enjoying the company, those who are energetic and not lazy, those who are mindful and not unmindful, those who are practicing meditation and not without meditation, not without samadhi, those who are wise and not unwise people. You have thought correctly, Anuruddha. Then, Anuruddha, you should add just one more with these 7 thoughts. Another one I'm giving. The teaching is for those who do not enjoy mental proliferation. Pali, we call it papancha. And do not enjoy this kind of mental attitude. And not for those who like to proliferate. Not for those who enjoy proliferating and like to proliferate. So he added one more. So totally it became 8. And then Lord Buddha said, when you develop these thoughts again and again, when you contemplate on these thoughts again and again, you will be able to attain the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and the 4th jhanas. And then when you will develop these jhanas, then automatically you will walk towards enlightenment. So he talked about these 4 jhanas then, development of these 4 jhanas, and then you will remain contented and you will be able to practice correctly. And when you will be able to practice correctly, automatically you will be able to get enlightened. After giving this advice, Lord Buddha again disappeared in front of Venerable Anuruddha and went back to the Besakala forest. So we will now go to these 8 types of thoughts. The first one, this teaching is for those who have few wishes and not with many wishes. So now if we apply in our lives, it is everybody, whether a lay person or a monk, they will require certain things for to be able to live comfortably, or to be able to manage their day-to-day life. For lay people, it may be more. They would require more things because they have to manage their houses and they have to manage families and other things, and maybe a little less for monks. But then in that, amongst that also, how we do this. For example, if you have few wishes, means now there are many people such as that. They get something, but then after getting, their wish has not come to an end, because the wish comes from craving. It doesn't come from the things, the objects as such. So this wish comes from the craving. So if they are not mindfully looking into their craving, then they will continue to wish one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, endlessly. Endlessly, they will continue to do this. And if they do that, there is no satisfaction in their mind. Because one, I wish this, okay, they get. And then again, no, I wish this also, again they get. And then no, I wish this also. Like this, if they continue. Then what happens? They have no peacefulness in their heart. Their heart has no peacefulness. There is always liking and disliking. There is wanting more and more and more, endlessly. No? If they are wanting endlessly, how are they going to understand this Dhamma, which is deep and subtle, beyond normal intellect? How are they going to understand this? Their mind must be peaceful, not restless. But if people have too many wishes, their mind is never peaceful. Always craving. So that's never going to happen. For those, that's why Lord Buddha said, this teaching is for those who have few wishes, not many wishes. And then further, Lord Buddha also gave some explanation to Bhante Anuruddha. Basically what happened is, after he went back to Besakala forest, then he invited all the monks who were staying with him in that place, and he said, okay, I will teach you this, and in detail. So he taught in detail also. So when he said, Lord Buddha said, when I'm saying what I said, why I said, what is the reason I said few wishes? Then the people will have now he's saying this, all these 8 things also he's connecting with the few wishes. He's saying, now if there is a practitioner of Dhamma, whether a monk or layperson, he has few wishes, but then he may have a wish. Oh, I live with few wishes. Let people know I live with few wishes. That is his wish. See how mind can play tricks. You are doing good, but then you are thinking, oh, let people know I am doing good. Let others know I am doing good. Lord Buddha is saying that is also not right. That is also not appropriate. So what should you think? When you have few wishes, you know I have few wishes. I don't want too many things. But I don't want people to know. I don't have a wish. So let people know this. I am like this. I'm like this. Let people know. Let people know. That wish you should not have. If I am living contented, if I'm not, then the next one, contentment. So Santuti, in Pali we say Santuti. Santuti. So Santuti is for what? Santuti is exactly what is Santuti. Santuti is being contented with what one has. You have something, you have a house which is decent to live. But then you look at the house every day and you become discontented. No, it should be a little bigger like this. No, the furniture should be replaced with newer furnitures. No, this car should be replaced by another car. This is not good. So discontent in the heart. So Lord Buddha is saying, if you are able to live with contentment, if you are satisfied with what you have, if you are satisfied, then you may suddenly wish, oh, I am satisfied with very little things, but let people know I am satisfied with very little things. Don't wish like this. Lord Buddha is saying, don't wish like that. That's also not proper. So all these 8 things, I live with mindfulness and let people know I live with mindfulness. I live in seclusion. Let people know I live in seclusion. I live I am a wise person. Let people know I am a wise person. I practice meditation. Let people know I am practicing meditation. Don't wish like this. Lord Buddha is saying, if you do, just do. Just do it correctly. But don't wish, oh, I'm doing so wonderfully. Oh, what is this? I don't, other people are not knowing. Other people must know I am doing so wonderfully. Other people, when you have this wish, means you are actually, maybe there is an indirect way of seeking name or fame or honor or gain or such things. That wish will come gradually. Let people honor me, let people praise me, let people show respect to me. That will come. That is bound to come. When these things will come, lava, kitti, pasansa in Pali we say. In Lord, praise Lord Buddha is saying, lava, kitti, pasansa, daya, kamacharya. These are the causes of downfall for a spiritual practitioner. Gain, worldly gain. If they are not able to handle it correctly, if it goes into their head, if they become arrogant or they become too much greedy, and name, fame, kitti, fame, very big fame. Oh, I am a famous person. That if they cannot handle these things correctly. And praise, lot of praise by others. And daya kamacharya. So these donors, these supporters, these upasakas and upasikas must support me, and they should not support others. They should take care of me and not others. That kind of attitude. Lava, kitti, pasansa, daya kamacharya. So these things, Lord Buddha says, when it goes into somebody's head, then it is a cause of their downfall. It is a cause of their downfall, spiritual downfall. They will never be able to practice correctly. They will never attain. So this is so when we do something good, we also must be able to let our mind not cling to that goodness, not be obsessed with it, not be possessive about it. This is something good. For example, if there is a staircase, you climb from the ground floor to the first floor. There are stairs, first and second, third, fourth, like this. What do? When you take a step, one step and the second and the third, do you stop there and look at it and take delight or be obsessed with the stairs? Or you just, okay, I need to reach the first floor. That's my aim. No need to. These are the stepping stones, but this is not the end. This is not beyond this, beyond allowing me to climb higher. There is no further purpose in this. So when we practice, then it is correct. Otherwise, we get stuck. Oh, the staircase is so good. The railings are so good. And then you look at it, you forget why you started climbing the staircase. So Lord Buddha says these things goes into their head, name, fame, and lot of praise and gain and all these things. If it goes into somebody's head, then their spiritual life has gone wasted. It will never happen. So that's why Lord Buddha says, when you are practicing these 8 things correctly, Don't wish, let people know, let people know, let people know, I'm doing so correctly, I'm doing so correctly. That's not the right way. You just do it, your thing. Whatever your practices you develop. But don't wish, let people know, let people know, let people know, not like that. Then second, contented. So whatever we have, we develop a level of contentment. Of course, we need to have the right kind of aspirations. For example, if you are a student, you are studying to be good in your studies, to do well in your studies, or when you are applying or doing a job, be good in your job. That's fine. In fact, that's necessary. If you are doing a job, do it correctly, sincerely, dedicatedly. If you are studying, study properly. If you are giving dana, do dana properly. If you are practicing meditation, do properly. Whatever you do, you must do properly. Not be negligent about it, not be reckless, careless about it. But that is because you have the right mind. You have the mind which is wise. These things are stepping stones. These things are tools for our own inner development. Knowing correctly we do, then it's perfect. When the gain comes, you are doing a business or working in a company or somewhere, you're doing a job, you gain success in your job. But then you don't be obsessed with it. Or you don't think, no, I need to, moment you get promotion, no, this promotion not enough. Another promotion. Before you even get this promotion letter in your hand, you start thinking about the next promotion. So it's like somebody, you goes to, some food is cooked at your house. Some curries, delicious food, whatever it is cooked in your house. You come and sit on the table and look at it. This is good. Today they have cooked well. Before even you start eating, you're thinking, no, that item should have been added. This item should have been added. It should have been like this. It should have been like that before you eat. Neither do you enjoy this, nor will you be able to enjoy, because your mind is gone for a toss. So that's the thing. So being contented means not having the right aspiration, but having the right aspiration in a proper way. And also having a mind of impermanence. Having a mind of impermanence. Because when you have the right aspiration, means you wish to aspire to do something good for yourself, for others, for your material life, for your spiritual practice. But then you do it with the right mindset. But you are not obsessed with that goal. If this does not happen, what will happen to me? Then my life is ruined. Then my life has no meaning. Then my life has no value. That's not the case. Whatever you may achieve, howsoever successful you may be, it's still going to come to an end. And you are still going to die. Simple. Nobody is saving you from aging and sickness and death and suffering. That's the nature of the world. You must understand all things must change. All things must change. That's the way things are. That's the way all things are. No matter how much you like or dislike, it's still going to change. So you do it with a mind of impermanence. Being contented means having the right aspiration, but doing it with a mind of letting go, not being obsessed. Whatever, I have this much and I'm okay. I'm perfectly fine with it. Whatever my needs are, whatever my requisites are satisfied. If I eat this food, I am healthy. I'm not sick. I am in good health. Then why do I always think I need that food only, that food, that? I'm healthy. Isn't that a blessing? So when we have many blessings such as this, but we don't really understand. That's why Lord Buddha said, contentment is the greatest wealth. Because when you are contented, whatever you have, you are still very happy and peaceful. But otherwise, people can have huge amount of wealth, name and gain and fame and whatever. Still, if they are not contented people, their life is a mess. Their life is a waste, absolute waste. As bad as the trash bins there outside near our gate. As bad, as horrible as that. Yes, their minds are like this. Some people, they are like this. I mean, their minds are like this. As worthless and horrible and stinking as those trash cans. No good. So then you contemplate, oh, is my mind is like a beautiful, fragrant garden filled with fragrant flowers, that wholesome, noble, right kind of qualities, or is like trash can smelling horrible? Not the physical smell, the mental smell. You must mentally reflect on this with mindfulness. So then the third one, seclusion. Seclusion means, say, for lay people. For monks, of course, we practice meditation and sometimes we keep quiet. And then for lay people also, once in a while, you may come to vihara. That's also a seclusion. You're secluded from your family and other duties. When the vihara opens up, now it's still not open up, but when it opens up, you come. Or even at your home, say if there's a Dhamma discourse or something, you listen mindfully and not doing your day-to-day things. Because it is, you, especially for lay people, when they live with too many people in the families, and people are talking, and most of the times they are not talking mindfully. Most of the times they are not talking wise things. They're talking with a lot of craving, and you are hearing those talks, and then you are adding to that, and then our mind becomes a very heavy burden, a big burden. A lot of craving is a lot of burden. A little craving is a little burden. No craving is no burden. Simple as that. So if you add this burden, other people's burden also you take in your mind and keep. Other people's cravings and their craving related ideas also you keep. Your craving related ideas also you keep. Then you say, oh, this is not peaceful. I don't feel good. I have no peace of mind. But that's why we practice seclusion. Physical seclusion, mental seclusion. Physically also sometimes we stay. Even if you stay in families, not all the time you need to get stuck to other people. Don't be like that. If you are all the time stuck to your father, mother, brother, sister, husband, wife, son, daughter, your life will be horrible. That's all. Don't get stuck to anybody. Do your things, but don't get stuck badly everywhere. Then your life will be horrible. Who will save? Nobody will save you. Don't be. Do your things, but don't get stuck all the time from 24 hours. That's horrible. Don't be. Maintain mental distance. Do things, but maintain some level of mental distance. And take time for yourself, for your spiritual practice. Because ultimately, no matter how many relatives you have, and no matter how much they love you or care for you, when you are struck with aging and sickness and death and suffering, nobody will be able to take them away from you. Nobody. Only if your mind is ready, if your mind is prepared, if your mind has goodness and samadhi and panya and all these things, then your mind will be able to deal with it. Otherwise, no matter how many things or relatives or whatever you have, still you will not be able to escape and suffering. Then mindfulness. The teaching is for the mindful, not for the unmindful. That's what I said. And why did I say this? It is for a person, mendicant, like a monk, and then for anybody spiritual practitioner. They have utmost mindfulness and alertness and can remember and recall what they said a long time ago. So when you are listening or hearing, apply. Now you are mindful, then you will remember up to how much I have said, how many points I have said, because your mind is with this. Your mind is with this, not your ears. Mindful means you're letting your mind be somewhere with an object at ease. When we hear with these ears. But then these ears are just external functions. But we do not apply mindfulness, then it will not stay. That's why a lot of students, they study a lot all day long, but aren't able to remember things, aren't able to do well in their studies because they aren't mindful. They aren't studying mindfully. Or if you are doing a work, some people, if you are doing a work in your office or your business, whatever it is, if you are not mindfully doing, there will be many loopholes, many flaws, many mistakes, because we are not doing mindfully, not paying attention, not staying there. So that development of the mindfulness, it's Dhamma is for those. Then for teaching with those with the immersion, means basically developing meditation, developing samadhi, because people sometimes say like this. People, what they say is, like if you have a glass of water and that glass is shaking, and there may be some soil or something inside, then if the glass is shaking, the water, you will not be able to see what is below, at the bottom of the glass, because those mud or soil is mixed with the water. But when you put this down, put the glass down, and then it settles down, the soil, mud goes below, clean water comes up. Then what happens? Then you are able to see this is clean water and these are the types of mud or soil or stone or whatever it is there inside this. Okay. Have you, maybe some of you may have seen, or some of you may have applied, like somebody has an eye operation or something, or sometimes somebody has a eye problem. They say, okay, doctor will say you apply this eye drop, no? You might have seen. I'm sure most people have seen, or even have given eye drops to some of their family members or relatives or somebody, some eye problem, eye irritation or eye operation or whatever. So then you have to put, say, 2 or 3 drops on the eye of the sick person. Now imagine the person who is putting these eye drops, if his hands are shaking too much, it will either fall on the nose, it will fall on the mouth, it will fall on the forehead, but it will not fall on the eye, because hands are shaking. So samadhi is like the firmness, the stability of that hand. Then you are able to apply the mindfulness and wisdom correctly if you have the samadhi. If you have the meditative practice, if you have developed your mind through meditative practice, then you are easily able to apply the mindfulness and wisdom without struggling. Otherwise, your hand shaking, it goes here, it goes there, but not applied at the right place at the right time. So that's the thing, samadhi. So that's why we should practice meditation. We all the time, you might be thinking monks are saying you should practice meditation, because if you do not practice meditation, your application of mindfulness and wisdom and all the wholesome qualities, they will always be shaky. They will never be on a firm ground. They will never be fully applicable and fully effective. That's the power of samadhi. And then wisdom. So developing the wisdom about the udaya vaya, arising and passing away of the phenomena, arising and passing away of all conditioned phenomena, whether it is external or internal, whether it is this body or this mind or anything outside. Through the practice of meditation, we develop this wisdom, udaya vaya, understanding, deeper understanding of the cessation of phenomena, how things cease, actually cessation of all conditioned phenomena. So when we practice like this, then our mind gradually established here, these things, no matter what it looks, no matter what it feels, no matter what it is experienced, pleasant or unpleasant, still not good enough. This is still subject to cessation. Yang kinchi samudaya dhammang sabbangtang nirodha dhammanti. Whatever is subject to arising is subject to cessation. This is the wisdom of a sotapanna. When one person becomes a sotapanna, they understand like this. That's why their lower fetters are cut off. And that's why they are able to see the Nibbana as it is, because they clearly, fully see all mental and material phenomena, external or internal, past, present, future, everything. This is all subject to arising, is subject to cessation. Not I, not me, not self, not worth clinging. Then only they will see the Nibbana as it is. So anyways, I'm not saying you will see it by today or tomorrow. I don't think that's going to happen, but it's okay. Even if it doesn't happen, it's perfectly fine. You must do it. You must start at some point of time. You must make a beginning. If you never make a beginning, then you never reach the end also. It's as simple as this. So you must make a beginning now. Do it. Try to understand. Try to understand in the basic way. When you are eating the food, then that after eating, you are not hungry. But after a few hours, you are hungry. After a few hours, you are hungry. Why? If this food that went inside, does it stay forever with you? Or is it digested and goes away? Some part of it is assimilated in the body. Some part of it is thrown out in the form of urine and excrement. But is it permanent? No, it's not. It's not. So this is also impermanence. When you sleep, but then some point of time you get up. And after getting up, after some hours or half a day or a full day, again you go to sleep. So sleep is impermanent. Getting up is impermanent. When you drink water, whatever you do, you can see here everything reflecting correctly. In the day-to-day life also, some level of understanding. And then when you let these things, understanding come to you, and then let your mind be more peaceful and go, let it go inside and see the body and the mind again and again. When you practice, then you understand more and more, arising and passing away, the cessation. So this, up to this, Venerable Anuruddha also thought correctly. Then the last one added by Lord Buddha is this. Those who do not enjoy proliferating and do not like to proliferate. That's what I said. But why did I say it? Lord Buddha is saying it is for a person, spiritual truth seeker, whose mind is eager, confident, settled, and decided regarding the cessation of the proliferation. The teaching not for those who do not enjoy proliferation, don't like to proliferate. And not for those who enjoy. Proliferation is what? Mental papancha. From one thought you think, and then to the next, and to the next, and to that, then I can do this, and then you think, and from. So you start with the flower in your garden, or the fruit that you have eaten, and then you ended up being who's going to be the next president of India. You see how the thoughts go, how people think. You start somewhere and you end up somewhere. Who's going to be the next president of India, or who's going to be the next this thing, or whatever it is. Or when will people start living in moon? But when did you start? You started with your whatever. The sambar was a little less spicy today. And then you ended up being on moon. This is the mind. This is funny and weird, but this is how the mind works. But now then you connect. How did I reach from sambar to moon? This is how the mind works. But if your mind is working like this, which means what? It is scattered and it likes to grasp onto too many things. It likes to go there, it likes to go there. It has a delight. It has a delight in proliferation, scattering. But Lord Buddha says, it is for those whose mind is eager, confident, settled, and decided regarding the cessation of proliferation. No. Then you must contemplate, oh, this is not good enough. This is not a spiritual practice I'm doing. This is not even a normal day-to-day good practice I'm doing. Just letting my mind be scattered, this direction, endlessly proliferating, endlessly from one thing to other, jumping. This is not good enough. Even for day-to-day life, even for students, they study, they cannot be successful. People who work, they cannot be successful in their work. What to talk about spiritual practice and understanding? So that's Lord Buddha. This is the last one Lord Buddha added. So these are the 8 thoughts. These are the 8 thoughts that Lord Buddha taught Venerable Anuruddha. And then Venerable Anuruddha, after he stayed there in that place, and Lord Buddha told before leaving, Anuruddha, you stay here for the rains retreat, Basavasa. And then Venerable Anuruddha, he stayed there, he practiced according to the teaching, and then he became, within that Basa, he became Arahant. There is a wonderful verse at the end of this. Venerable Anuruddha uttered a verse when he became, and Venerable Anuruddha became one of the perfected, and on the occasion attaining the perfection when he became an Arahant, he recited these verses, knowing my thoughts, the supreme teacher in the world came to me in a mind-made body. Lord Buddha appeared before him with a mind-made body, using his psychic powers. Lord Buddha saw, no, Anuruddha is thinking 7 correctly, I have to add 1 more. So he appeared before him, came to me in a mind-made body using his psychic power. He taught me more that I had thought of. The Buddha who loves non-proliferation, the Papancha, last one he added, taught me non-proliferation. Understanding the teaching, I happily did his bidding. I understood what Lord Buddha wanted me to teach, and I did what he said to me. I have attained to the 3 knowledges, Devicca, and I have fulfilled the Buddha's instruction, means whatever Lord Buddha wanted me to achieve, whatever Lord Buddha wanted me to do, to become an Arahant, I have done. These are the verse uttered by Most Venerable Anuruddha Mahathera, when he became an Arahant. So wonderful. So these are the 8 types of thoughts. Fewness of wishes, not too many wishes. And living with contentment, not living with discontentment. Living with seclusion, physical and mental seclusion, not all the time associating with people. And living with effort, not being lazy. And living with mindfulness, not living unmindfully. And living with meditative practice, not living without meditative practice. And then living with wisdom, not living ignorantly, unwisely. And the last one is living with a mind of non-proliferation, not living with a mind of non-proliferation, like not living with a mind of proliferation, mental proliferation. So these are the 8 types of thoughts. So anybody, Lord Buddha says, anybody who develops these 8 thoughts, they will be able to finally realize sooner or later. So this is one wonderful discourse. All Lord Buddha's discourses are wonderful, this because it comes from his wonderful heart that has attained to omniscience, heart that knows everything, all causes and conditions, all right and wrong, and has transcended beyond right and wrong, knowing where people get stuck, knowing where people will not get stuck, knowing everything correctly, sitting under the Bodhi tree when he attained to Anuttara Sammasambodhi, when he became a Sammasambuddha, attained to omniscience, knowing everything. So whatever comes out of his mouth is always perfect, shall be perfect, has to be perfect. There is no imperfection involved in that. It cannot be imperfect. Out of the mouth of Sammasambuddha, whatever is coming out is always perfect, precise. That's why Lord Buddha says, no, it's 4 Vesaraja, 4-fold confidence. From the time when I awaken to the supreme enlightenment under the Bodhi tree, till the time I will attain to the final Mahaparinibbana, between that night and this night, the night I will attain, whatever has been said by the Tathagata, the things are just that way and cannot be any other way. This is that much confidence I have, that much I tell you with full confidence I'm telling. From that night I became Sammasambuddha, till the night I will attain Mahaparinibbana. Whatever has been uttered by Tathagata, things are just as it is, cannot be otherwise. Nobody can make it otherwise. Nobody can say this is not correct. So anyway, so these wonderful Dhamma, the Supreme Buddha has taught us out of such infinite compassion. So you have heard, keep recollecting, and you can also read Anuruddha Mahabhitakka Sutta. It is in the It is in the numerical, some Anguttara Nikaya, book of 8. Book of 8, I think. Householders, I think chapter 30, number 30. Anguttara Nikaya, book of 8. You can read whenever you find and contemplate and develop your minds. And we share all these merits with all beings, especially those who are suffering and all living beings in the entire universe. So, question hai? Sure. Dikhao. Mantaji, what category of craving, kama, bhava or vibhava if one craving for Dhamma? Why do you seek the Dhamma? Huh? Why do you seek? Why do we seek the Dhamma? Let me understand the Dhamma. Let me be with the Dhamma. Let Dhamma be my refuge. When they say this, why? What is Dhamma? Dhamma is the path to cessation. Path to cessation of all conditioned phenomena, path to cessation of suffering. So when we seek like this, then are you seeking sensual delight? No. Are you seeking, I want to continue here in this form or the other by seeking Dhamma? No. Are you seeking, let me not continue here? That's why Bhante Sariputta, somebody asked, he said that, Navi nandami jivitang, navi nandami maranam. I have no delight in living. I have no delight in dying also. See, that's what he said. As long as this body remains, let it remain. When it will perish, it will perish. Bhante Sariputta, the chief disciple of Lord Buddha, he said, somebody asked, he said, Navi nandami jivitam, navi nandami maranam. I have no delight in living. Oh, let me live, let me live, let me live in this way or that way. Or I have no delight. Oh, let me die in this. I have attained enlightenment. Oh, what is the use of living? Let me die now. That also I don't have. All delight has ended. So when we seek the Dhamma, we seek the cessation of all delights in the samsara. So it is neither kama, nor bhava, nor vibhava. That's why when some people say craving for Nibbana, but what is Nibbana? Nibbana is cessation of all craving. How can you crave there when the craving itself has come to an end? How can you, for example, if there is a room where there is no oxygen, you go in that room and you get, you say, I'm getting a lot of oxygen here. Is it possible? It's not possible. No? Only in a room where there is oxygen, you will get oxygen. But if this is empty, the vacuum has been created, then there is no oxygen. You go to that room, there is no oxygen. Then how can you say, what kind of oxygen is this? There is no oxygen left. So Dhamma. So seeking Dhamma is, one should seek like this. Okay? I hope you understand. Show me the YouTube. Okay.
Namo Buddhaya. Thank you very much, Bhanteji, for showering the rain of Dhamma, the bliss of Dhamma. What a wonderful sutta. Anuruddha Mahavitaka Sutta. So wonderful sutta, so wonderful sutta. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And explained so beautifully by Bhanteji with all the details, practical. So may all the merits be shared by all of us and all beings. Now we will do the Punya Namodana. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆಯಿಂದ ಇವಾಗ 9:30 ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಪೂಜಾ ಬುದ್ಧ ವಂದನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ತ್ರಿಸರಣ ಪಂಚಶೀಲ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ, ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಈ ಧಮ್ಮವನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಿ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಕಮ್ಮಗಳು. ಪುಣ್ಯ ಕಮ್ಮ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪುಣ್ಯದ ಕೆಲಸಗಳು. ಈ ಪುಣ್ಯದ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಕೆಲಸ. ಆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಫಲವನ್ನ ಕೊಡುವ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಪುಣ್ಯವನ್ನ ನಾವು ತೀರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ಸಿದ್ಧಲಿಂಗಯ್ಯ ಅವರ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಹಂಚುವುದು, ಅದನ್ನೇ ಪುಣ್ಯಾನುಮೋದನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನೀವೇನೆಲ್ಲ ಒಳ್ಳೇದ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ, ಒಳ್ಳೇದ್ ಮಾಡಿತಾನೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಹಂಚೋದಿಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. ಒಳ್ಳೇದ್ ಮಾಡದೆ ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಹಂಚಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಸಂಘ ದಾನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಬಂತೇಜಿಗಳಿಗೆ 100-120 ಬಂತೇಜಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಊಟವನ್ನ ಇವತ್ತು ದಾನವನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಪುಣ್ಯದ ಫಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬರ್ಲಿ. ಅವ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬರ್ಲಿ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹುಟ್ಟು ಸಿಗ್ಲಿ, ಸುಖದಿಂದ ಇರ್ಲಿ, ಧಮ್ಮ ಸಿಗ್ಲಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನು ಇತರ ಯಾರೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂಧು ಬಳಗದವ್ರು ತೀರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರಿಗೂ ಹಂಚ್ತೀವಿ, ಇನ್ನು ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರಿಗೂ ಹಂಚ್ತೀವಿ. ಮತ್ತು ವಿವಿಧ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ರೀತಿಯ ಜೀವಿಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಈ ಪುಣ್ಯವನ್ನ ಹಂಚುವುದನ್ನ ಪುಣ್ಯಾನುಮೋದನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ನೀರು ಹಾಕಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇದನ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಓ, ದಾನ ಇದೆ. ठीक है, आप दोनों जाके ಸ್ವೀಕಾರ. ಈಗ ಇನ್ನು ದಾನಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಪುಣ್ಯಾನುಮೋದನೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ. ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೆನಪು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು, ಇದು ಸಿದ್ಧಲಿಂಗಯ್ಯ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬರ್ಲಿ, ಇದರ ಫಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬರ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಕಲ್ಪ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ದಾನವನ್ನ ಕೊಡಿ. ಸರಿ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ವಜೀರಾ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಆ ತರ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೊಡಿ. ಓಕಾಸ 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 ಇಮಂಗ್ ದಾನಂಗ್ ಇಮಾನಿ ದಾನಾನಿ ಇಮಾನಿ ದಾನವಥುನಿ ಸಿದ್ಧಲಿಂಗಯ್ಯ ಇತಿ ಉಪಾಸಕಸ್ಸ ನಾಮೇನ ಪುಣ್ಯತ್ಥಾಯ ದಾನಂ ದೇಮ ಪೂಜೇಮ. ಸಾಧು ಸಾಧು ಸಾಧು. ಇಮಂಗ್ ದಾನಂ ನಿಬ್ಬಾಣಸ್ಸ ಪಚ್ಚಯೋ ಹೋತು. ಸಾಧು ಸಾಧು ಸಾಧು. ಈಗ ಈ ದಾನವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ. ಈಗ ನೀರನ್ನ ಹಾಕಿ ಪುಣ್ಯಾನುಮೋದನ ಹೇಳಿ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಹೇಳಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಹೇಳಿ. ಕಾಲಕತಸ್ಸ ಮೇ ನ್ಯಾತಿನೋ ಸಿದ್ಧಲಿಂಗಯ್ಯ ಇತಿ ಉಪಾಸಕಸ್ಸ ಪುಣ್ಯತ್ಥಾಯ ಇಮಂಗ್ ದಾನಂ ದೇಮ ದ್ವಿತೀಯಂಪಿ ಕಾಲಕತಸ್ಸ ಸಿದ್ಧಲಿಂಗಯ್ಯ ಇತಿ ಉಪಾಸಕಸ್ಸ ಪುಣ್ಯತ್ಥಾಯ ಇಮಂಗ್ ದಾನಂ ದೇಮ ತತಿಯಂಪಿ ಕಾಲಕತಸ್ಸ ಮೇ ಜ್ಞಾತಿನೋ ಸಿದ್ಧಲಿಂಗಯ್ಯ ಇತಿ ಉಪಾಸಕಸ್ಸ Punyathaya imang danang dema akasatthacha bhummattha devanaga mahiddika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakhantu buddha sasanan chirang rakhantu buddha desanan chirang rakhantu mang paran ettavatacha mehi sambhatang punya sampadang sabbe deva sabbe bhuta sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti nibbana sampatti siddhiya idang me jnatinang hotu sukhita hontu jnatayo yatha varevaha pura paripurente sagara Yevameva ito dinna petana upakapatu yatha varevaha pura paripurente sagara Yevameva ito dinna petana upakapatu Yatha varevaha pura paripurente sagara Evameva ito dinna petana upakapatu Sadhu 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 Buddha Dhamma Sangada ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದದಿಂದ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಬಡೆ ಭಂತೇಜಿಯವರ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದದಿಂದ ಕಸಪ ಭಂತೇಜಿಯವರ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದದಿಂದ ಸಂಘದ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದದಿಂದ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಾಗಿರಿ ಸುಖವಾಗಿರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಯಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿರಿ ಧಮ್ಮದ ಪಥದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಬೋಧಿಯನ್ನ ಪಡೆದು ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ನಿಬ್ಬಾಣ ಸುಖವನ್ನ ಪಡೆಯಿರಿ ಸಾಧು 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 ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನ ಮುಕ್ತಾಯಗೊಳಿಸೋಣ ಅಜರು ನೀರು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಬೋಧಿ ವೃಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪುಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಬೋಧಿ ಟ್ರೀ ಅವರ್ ವಿಹಾರ ಇಸ್ not opened as per still the religious programs are not allowed public functions so from tomorrow maybe individually people may come and worship and do meditation here that but follow the barricade here because we are living so many people so we will be open partially from tomorrow so we wish you all the best at 12:30 we have Kannada discourse 12 ವರೆಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರವಚನ ಇದೆ ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗ ಬಯಸುವವರು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಕ್ತಾಯಗೊಳಿಸೋಣ ನಮೋ ಬುದ್ಧಾಯ